Oh yeah! Oh baby! Oh yeah! Fuck you, bees! Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Quint's Revenge. First up, let's go to Woodman. So this stage has one of my favorite designs in the whole game. I'm not gonna spoil it yet if you haven't played the game. You'll see it for yourself. And again, the bubble bats or batantans or whatever you wanna call them, they work well. The design is the same and they seem to work the same, so that's good. This guy, when I first shot him, I thought he dings my bullets back, but no, he shoots himself. I would have loved to see animation on his mouth when he shoots. Just attention to detail is very critical in a Mega Man game, so that would have cued me in, oh, he's shooting himself and not dinging my shots back, because they go in different angles, so that's why I was confused. It doesn't ding the shot back in the same angle you shot it at, so that's where you can see my frustration with this enemy. If the mouth is not on the screen, he doesn't shoot back, which is okay, I guess. Just something to note. Alright. This stage doesn't have a lot of problems, it's actually well designed. But look at this cute motherfucker. One of these baby hot dogs. That's such a fun attention to detail. Then you have the mother and father here, supposedly. Pretty fun. Fun design. Not sure if this ledge is well designed here. It's a bit hard to dodge him. Like, you have such a small... Like this block here. If you remove this block here at the ceiling, it would have made it a bit better. You just hit your head on this continuously. But it's your own fault for hitting your fucking head on it, but... Again, actually, I haven't tested this out yet. Oh, it's a screen clear. Pretty cool. Doesn't affect our meat boss, though. Did kill the shield thing. There we go. Oops. Not sure why I was on... Hear that? Okay, so when we have the air shooter equipped, if you unpause and press up, you can hear the bloop. We are back to Quint. So again, there we go. So air shooter, go into menu. Yeah, you can still move on the menu even though you're exiting the menu. So that's... Yeah, you can hear the sound. So, one thing there to note. So you can select a weapon when exiting the menu and you're gonna get confused about what weapon you're using. E-tank. Nope, that's pretty ridiculous. That's a ridiculous jump. I've actually made that before. Nice water effect, really like it. Nice colors on it. And this is why I love this stage. It's gonna look gorgeous just in a moment here. Look at this. Isn't this fucking lovely? To make this look even better, I would have probably changed the KFC enemies. Can't remember the name. But the chickens, I would have made them grey. Same for the bunnies. Because that way they stand out as enemies, because the background is orange. And if the enemies are orange, it's just gonna hurt your eyes a little bit. Let's see if the chickens work how they're supposed to. Because I'm not sure at this point. I think... No. Because when in Mega Man 2, when you stop like this, you don't get hurt by the chickens, but here you do. So I would have loved to see the original AI on the chickens. So if you stay still, they completely jump over you. Respawning enemy bullshit. It's just gonna happen again, isn't it? That's the hard part. Again, the enemy placements could have used more work there. But nothing too bad. Oh, we have the energy balancer, that's good. Always like the energy balancer. So here I forgot about this jump again. I spent so much time in these parts, I just forget about things so easily. So that's how you get past it, just drop down and jump. That's my own fault, of course. And it's winter. Bloody nice. Suddenly Gemini Man stage. My nightmares. Like the ice platforms work well, but it's a bit twitchy, as you can see here. So balancing that would have made this very good. But it's nothing too bad. It looks like you're gaining speed as you run, but you're really not, it's just a twitching effect. Oh, nice. I do love seeing old enemies when they're designed well. So anytime you can improve a previous design, that makes me smile. Just don't make a penguin shoot out screw bombers while sending out strippers who ejaculate on your face. That's not fun. Just improve the enemies if you can, but don't fuck with them. Unless you create a new design based on them. That's my opinion. My fucking opinion. If you don't like that, then we don't agree and that's fine. So Woodman is now an ice version. The floor is not ice though, but this guy is fucking ridiculous. Look at that. That's if you get hit by that. Look at how much health you lose. It is just crazy. Everything he does I like. I'm not sure like the homing thing he does. Like that shield he throws on the ground. I'm not sure how that makes like sense, but in a way I don't think it does. I don't think it has to make any sense. Like what is that shield on the ground, right? But I just like this boss. It's pretty well designed. Because you can affect where the little shield lands on. And does it look like you can shoot through his shield sometimes? Because I think I'm shooting below the leaves. If that's the case, that's pretty cool. Let's see if that... or if it's just taking shots randomly. Yep, you can shoot through his shield, which is nice. So research has been done here again. I love when people do research. I really like the stage. So full of color and nice to see old enemies that are back with improvements. Yeah, you can shoot through his shield if you time it right. That's pretty fun. So all in all, out of these bosses that we've seen here, Woodman is now my favorite. Of course, he can corner you if you are dumb like me. I always forget he's gonna launch that little projectile. Yep, that's his weakness, I guess. Or one of his weaknesses, at least. It doesn't kill him straight off, but gets rid of half of his health, which is a huge help. That's why I like this game. The designs are so well made that you have multiple opportunities to kill them, and it's just everything works fluently. I love that. Like the dash works so well with these bosses, it's unbelievable. Really well done of a station boss. Very enjoyable. Let's check Needleman stage and go from there. Needleman looks thinner somehow. He kinda looked like he took Adderall and lost some weight or something. So what we will find out here is that these motherfucking hedgehogs roll forever. So that's I think the only change for them. Alright, it's Quint, I can't slide. Alright, my controls are wrong. This is what I was talking about when I mentioned that the controls reset every time you start the game. That's what I do every time I go into the game and I forget that my controls are back to the originals. What a fucking pain. Press fire to keep, load game, back to the stage. Alright, let's start this from the beginning then. Usually on the NES games they stop after a while. They don't roll for that long. Doesn't bother me. Minor difference. Doesn't make a it's not gonna pour salt in my wounds, so to speak. I don't really care. That's a minor change. This enemy, I'm not really sure. It's okay, I guess. Just a little pain in the asshole. Nothing too bad. Again, it kind of looks weird when you put a ladder on the edge of the screen. Like this, I've never seen something like this. There's usually a wall there or something, but this kind of looks off to me. I'm not sure what it is. But, guess it's the first time for everything, right? Ah, that's designed to hit you. That's pretty, I think Quint should be able to climb faster. This is like Mega Man 1 climb speed. Holy hell, is that slow? That's why I think Command stage is the worst stage in any Mega Man game. Because it has a bunch of fucking ladders, and this is your climbing speed. It really is the worst stage ever designed, officially. And yeah, this part is just meant to hit you. I can see that. Alright. This kind of reminds me of Nailman stage from Mega Man Unlimited, except that these guys don't fire stuff out. Just have to be careful. Not sure what I think about the design here, but it's okay, I guess. This is why I hate this enemy. He just he never stops. He just goes. Ah, okay. So he goes so far that he hits a wall and then comes back. Not a fan of that enemy for some reason. I can't quite put my finger on it. That's why I hate it. But it's not. Maybe it's not like a typical Mega Man enemy or something. It just seems kind of off. Maybe if you made these spikes around it go a little slower, that would make more sense. It just feels off. It doesn't look like anything from a Mega Man game. Even before someone says, oh, they used it in the Wonders 1 edition of Mega Man 19 on the handheld console. You should have known that. That's a Mega Man enemy, you dumb fuck. And if that is the fucking case, I apologize. I think I said fuck too many times there. I'm diminishing the value of my show. If all I can do is curse. My apologies. There goes the fucking meat boss. Don't think we have the weapon to destroy that wall. Well, I have never seen a screen clearing weapon take out a wall like that. That's interesting. I have nothing against it. Kinda destroys the purpose of let me aim this weapon at this wall and destroy its aspect. So I would rather have a weapon that destroyed the wall when you aim at it. Oh, that's weird. Hammer Joe was throwing nothing there. Oh look, you can totally fuck him. So if he's a bit off the screen, it despawns the hammer immediately. You know what I always thought that thing was in the little space there down below? I always thought that was a met. Like the blue part is the plus sign on his helmet, and he's about to like lift up. Am I the only one who has seen a met there? Like what else could that be? What is that? To me it just looks like a met that's like sleeping. Getting its beauty sleep over winter time. Actually, one thing I know about these things is that sometimes when you hit them, they also make the ding sound, even though it hits. So let's see if we can replicate that. Yeah, now it dinged, but it was open. I think I heard it again there. Yeah, there definitely heard it there. So some inconsistencies on those enemies. The animation does not represent the actual state of the enemy. fully. I think there's one wrong frame in that. Because if you hit it when it's open, sometimes it dings. And then the ding sound effect as well there. But that's a bit tricky. I'm not sure if you can just walk off of that. I like that the spikes kill the Cho. But if we really think about this setting, it makes no sense. The spikes are on the foreground and you are behind the... you are already behind them. So why hiding behind those window panels makes you invincible against the spikes? In that regard it makes no sense, but are we here to try to make sense of a 2D platformer, or are we here to enjoy ourselves? You tell me. So if that is something that is gonna ruin your day, then I'm probably not gonna pick this game up anyway. And by pick this game up I mean download it. So even though it doesn't make any sense, I think it's a fun mechanic. Kinda enjoy it. Things don't always have to make sense. If they just work well, who cares if they make sense or not? You can you kill the Cho with the Clash Bomber? One hit kill. Clash Blaster, that's Clash Blaster. Maybe not the name I would have given that weapon. We are already at the boss, extremely short stage. And we went through the wall there. So the gates are a bit inconsistent as well. Let's see what Needleman can do. Well, I already know what he can do. He has a couple of new attacks, and he seems a bit slower. Well, his spikes are a bit slower, but he himself, when he does that, like the little headbutt with the spikes, that's actually a bit faster, so you better jump right away. In the NES version, his headbutt was a bit slower, and in this one it's a bit faster like that. He can just... if you get cornered, he can just like BAM! Kill you. But you can, of course, because this game is well designed, you can jump over him even if you're cornered, just use the dash, like, well, not like that, because I sucked. Really like how the dash implements itself into these fights. I have to say, though, that the Needleman fight here, I think I enjoyed more than the NES one. Same with Woodman. Because the enemies, like the Robot Masters in Mega Man 2, are extremely, I think, poorly designed. They're not... they're not my favorites. They all do the same kind of thing over and over again, and there's little variation, but here you actually feel like you're battling a Robot Master that has a brain. Because in Mega Man 2, they were all pretty much brain dead. If you wanna know more about my opinion on Mega Man 2, go watch my Mega Man 2 vs Mega Man 4 video. It's quite recent, you'll find it easily. I explained there why Mega Man 2 is not the best NES game. And that's not my opinion, that's actually a fact. Oh, look at that! So, you can, in fact, no-miss this guy. It is probably as hard as no-missing the original Needleman. No-missing Needleman is not as hard as people think. It's all about reflection. It's all about reaction and reaction times. And just getting used to the fight. So out of curiosity, let's see if we have the weakness. I would think that it's air shooter, because he jumps around so much. Yep, at least it's one of them. Let's see if he has a secondary weakness here. Oh, I would have loved to see a leaf shield improved. Like, why can't you keep the shield? Oh, it doesn't even shield you against the spikes. What a garbage weapon. It continues to be a garbage weapon. No matter if a fan makes a game or if Capcom makes a game, Leaf Shield is fucking garbage. But I would have loved to see Leaf Shield actually become useful and keep it when you walk. If you can improve some things about the original games, just do it. Nobody cares about the authenticity at that point. If you can make it better. Well, looks like some of the weapons do deal damage, still, if it's not the primary weakness. That's fun to see. A bit hard to hit him with the air shooter. Guess you have to time it when he jumps up high. Oh god. Really do like Needleman's design. Very well put together. The more you play this, the more you understand how he works. It's a brilliant fight. I really like this fight. I keep saying that this is now my favorite and this is now my favorite, but this is now my favorite. Very well done. Enjoy the boss battles a lot in this game. Research has been done and it makes a huge difference when you actually know what you are doing. If you use the designs from other Mega Man games, make them work like they work in those games. Unless you want to improve them. Well done. Let's go check Hardman stage. It's funny how you can dash so fast that you can completely ignore these bees. So let's see how that works. You can just tell fuck it to the bees. And they all come back. Oh, I didn't realize that. If they have alterations, I don't see them. Probably something. I think the bees are a little bit slower. Which doesn't make sense because Quint is faster than Mega Man. I would have probably made the bees a bit more hectic. Maybe. I don't really have an opinion on the power-ups, like bouncing when you get them. Like when they come out of the enemies. I don't really have an opinion on that. It's just whatever to me. Needle Crusher. Oh! Baby, fuck me in the ass! That's what I always wanted to see! Like the actual fucking headbutt from Needleman to get used. Like, fuck his... Oh, you can't destroy this wall then. Like, fuck Needleman's little fucking needles. The headbutt is the one you want. Holy hell! Let's test it on the bees. Oh, yeah! Oh, baby! Yeah! Fuck you, bees! Fucking best weapon in the game. That is a fucking huge thumbs up from me. Like, screw the fucking little needles you shoot out. That's pointless. Anyway, as you can see here, there is a reason why you hit your head on the ceiling. The floor is here, so you can see the shadow. So in that regard, it makes sense why you hit your head there. But other times when there is no shadow, it doesn't make any sense. This is like what a short spot to battle this Hammer Joe. I guess the game is made so that you're supposed to avoid a lot of things because you can dash, like go like this. I understand that, like I get it. But if you are someone who wants to play the game a little slower, then some of these placements really are right from your anus. An important planet in our society. What was the name of this fucking bastard? Bull Pickle Mecho? Bull Uranus? Bullfuck? Bull riding the bull? Hammer Bull Joe? The fuck is the name? Mega Man 3 enemies. Pickle Man fucking Bull. So the Pickle Man Bull has been fixed. In the original game, he sometimes dings your shot for no reason, even if you shoot it in the head. But here it works 100% of the time. You can see though that the sprite is probably not consistent because when it turns, it kind of goes inside the wall. Not a huge deal, otherwise, well done because you actually fixed the bulls. Huh, fun, that's and of course this is a pretty fun design. And by fun, I mean this sucks, cause you had no clue that you can't go anywhere from here. So you have to go back up here. Of course, when you can dash, not a huge time loss. Oh my... I took a pill in Ibiza. Felt a bit funny. These things work exact the same as the originals. And when I say exact the same, there's a 1% room for error there. They work almost exactly the same, which is exactly the same. Not sure if these things are from any other Mega Man game. Not sure. It's an okay enemy. Doesn't tickle me in any way though. And about the spines, I already talked about them. Not my favorite kind of spine because it looks like a power-up and not an enemy. Bam! Oh. Bam! There we go. Fucking love this weapon. One of my favorite weapons I've actually ever seen. Not even kidding. Because I always wanted to see you have that weapon. And now that actually to play with this weapon, like when I was a kid, I was always firing the needle cannon and I was like, this weapon is fucking garbage. And I always wished you could headbutt like him. And now to see it actually happen, man, it's like suggesting a game of Quidditch to Harry Potter. He'll fucking come in his pants. Same effect going on here. But let's check the monkeys. If we would have any room to check them. Seems like they work the same as the original, so again, good job here. They take like a million hits. Reminds me of the enemies in Batman for the NES. Let's actually feel our needle butt. Luckily you can skip that monkey. I'm not a fan of monkeys. So this meat boss, it's okay. I kinda like it, but I'm not sure what's going on with the design on the mess face. And I would have loved, as you know, I love animations. The little... Like, I'm not sure what he is controlling. He's controlling the crane? Or is he controlling the bullets? And why is there bullets coming from a hole? Design-wise, this makes no sense. I would have loved to see some animation at least, like have the little hole like close and open when the bullets come out. Have something to clue you in what's going on. Right now you just have to get used to the timing here. Because animations really help you to get better at the games you play as well. Because you know the timing then. Good backgrounds, nice graphics, of course. Taken from Mega Man 3, most of them, but when it's not, it's a good job. Pretty fun enemy though. I like the fact that even though this enemy is like oh god, look at how fast he is. Look at how he has no mercy. He just comes in like 1,000 miles per hour. But I love the fact that you made the stage play in the enemy's favor. You added a spot where the enemy has to slow down. And that slowdown makes it possible for you to dodge this enemy. Because this is the first time you see the enemy. And that little cliff, this thing right here, this slows the enemy down and you have time to react to it. That's a very good design. I'm not sure if you did that on purpose or not, but look at this, how well this works out. So even if you're going, well, if you're dashing, you're pretty much probably fucked. No, there's still time to react. Very well done. Accident or not, I like that. Again, never spawn those things when they just come at you and hit you before you can even react. That's one way to give the player time to adjust to what's going on the screen. Again, a ladder on the right on the edge. Not a huge fan of that design, but then again, who cares? So I wonder if you can just, yeah, you can jump over him. So this game definitely plays in the favor of going fast rather than just thinking of your every step. If I'm not doing a speedrun, I like to enjoy the game and not go this fast. Not completely sure about this lateral placement. It's a bit strange. Just make it flush with the terrain on the left. Like, why is this block here? Fuck! See? I had no idea that that enemy was coming and I still dodged it. So now we know there's probably multiple coming up. Again, a merciless fucking enemy, but you have made it so that it actually works out. That's kind of surprising. You can actually skip the monkeys as well. Let's fill up our fucking needle crusher. What comes to Hardman? His AI has been... well, the AI works the same, as you can see. When the fist goes off the screen, it will not come back. So that is keeping to the original as well. If you're right on the edge of the screen, the fist does not come back. That's how it worked in the original, so it's good that it's still here. And you can see his other attack, which is shock the ground. It goes, I think it goes a bit too slowly. It's sometimes hard to avoid it when there's so much going on at the same time. I would have made the ground shock go by faster. And other minor thing, listen to the sound he makes when he fires the fists. It's like pew pew. He's fucking Hardman. He's huge. The fist should make another sound, not a pew pew. Make them sound like vroom or something. You know, something manly, not pew pew pew. Other than that, not a bad battle, not my favorite, but we can deal with it. We can indeed deal with this. Let's see if he has weakness. Needle Crusher? Bam! Does nothing. Air Shooter, already tried that. And I'm like the menuing is not working well because when I hit start and the move, I'm changing my weapon as I was talking about earlier, so that kind of fucks me over here. So every time I wanna select a weapon, I have to completely let go of the D-pad, so it doesn't accidentally select another weapon for me. So it would appear we don't have his weakness, but we don't need any weaknesses, he's pretty easy. One of the easiest Robot Masters, if you're wondering what stage to start with. Hardman for sure is very doable. Let's see if we can spam him full health. That is possible in the NES game, but now that he has a new attack and probably new damage tables, it's probably not doable. But let's see if it is. That would be actually quite amazing if you can just spam him to death. He recovers so fast that... yeah, it's barely doable. It's not... well, it's barely doable. Like, close enough. That's one thing you're not supposed to... like, you don't have to look at the old games that closely. If you can spam someone to death in the original games, that's not something you should include in your game. It doesn't make any difference. Especially when they have new attacks, but it's an okay fight. Not my favorite, but it'll have to do. Not bad, not bad. I'm waiting to see what kind of weapon Hard Knuckle is in this one.